Dr. Melissa McCarthy, and today I'd like to talk to you about choosing an early intervention provider for your family. I believe that parents are the most important people in their child's early years. Parents instinctively know what works for their child, and they can sense when something's not working. But many families feel conflicted about choosing an early intervention provider. They're not sure who the best provider is, and they worry about making the wrong choice. I want you to feel confident that you are making the right choice for your family and to feel fully supported in your role as the parent of a child who is deaf or hard of hearing. So, how do you choose the best early intervention provider for your family? You can start by making an informed choice. Parents need to make choices for their children every day, and parents of deaf children often need to make decisions about issues that are new or unfamiliar to them. Informed choice means that you have reliable information about all of the options so you can decide which choice is the best fit for your child and your family right now. Making decisions can be difficult. The sheer volume of information may be overwhelming, and it can feel confusing when people offer different views and opinions. But remember, you are an expert on your child, and you know what's best for your family. You are capable of making decisions that are right for your child and your family right now. And there are frameworks to guide you through the decision-making process so you can feel confident in your decisions. Today, I'm sharing one model for decision-making that you can use to help you make an informed choice about which early intervention provider is right for your family. This model has 6 steps: collect, reflect, connect, select, project, and correct. You can see the 6 steps on this slide, but let's look at each step a bit more closely. First, collect information about your options. Gather information and evidence from a variety of reliable sources. Look at websites, read books and articles, ask providers for their brochures, and talk to the professionals who support you and your family. People like your child's pediatrician, their audiologist, or your child health nurse. Read through all the information and consider the risks, benefits, and uncertainties associated with each of the different approaches and different services. Once you've collected all that information, you can move on to step 2. You need to reflect on what that information means for your family. Review the information that you've collected and consider how each program relates to your family's individual circumstances, your needs, and your preferences. What matters most to your family? Which service is most closely aligned with your family's values and priorities? What questions do you still have? This will help you develop a picture of your family's ideal early intervention experience that you can share with potential providers. Once you've developed your ideal model, you can connect with families and providers to find out how each program works in practical terms. Connecting is all about learning about the real-life experiences of other people. Talk to other families who have chosen different services. Ask them about their experiences with those services. What did they like? What didn't they like? What worked for their family and what didn't? Why did they choose one provider over another? You can also interview providers about how their program works. Ask them about their early intervention approach and ask about their skills and training. What do they expect when families participate in their service? And what can you expect in return? Are you able to try a session before you decide? And don't forget to ask all those questions that you wrote down during reflection. Next, it's time to select your preferred provider. By now, you've gathered information and evidence from a variety of reliable sources. You understand the risks, uncertainties, and benefits of different services. You may even have some firsthand experience with different providers. With all of that information, you'll be able to select the service that is the best fit for your family right now. But of course, we know that informed decision making is an ongoing process. So the decision making doesn't end once you've selected your service provider. The last two steps will help you to monitor and adjust your decisions over time. Step 5 is to project the outcomes you hope to achieve from this decision. Think about what success means for your family and define what success will look like with this particular provider. Discuss your expectations with your chosen provider and agree on a time frame with them for reviewing your plan. And finally, you may need to correct your decisions over time. Informed decision making is an ongoing process. Informed decision making is an ongoing process. Take the time to monitor the success of your choices and review your satisfaction with your provider. Is the service meeting your expectations? Is the service helping you meet the goals you have for your child and your family? Don't be afraid to adjust your plan or change your decisions over time if you aren't satisfied with the services you're receiving. You can correct your plan at any time and make any necessary adjustments to meet the needs of your family. If you're not sure what to do next, seek out a second opinion from another professional or a trusted advisor. So, who is the best early intervention provider for your family? Only you can make that decision, but there are frameworks to help you and people who can support you to make the right decisions for your family right now. You can start by downloading a copy of this model for choosing an early intervention service. Feel confident in your choices and enjoy your child's early years.